Good morning, it's Keen again. So when a lot of people first get into Splatoon, one of the initial misconceptions about the game that's really popular is that because it's the game that heavily emphasizes painting, as most people naturally know Turf War as the main game mode when they're not into the game, they think that it means that weapons that paint more must be really, really good, and that's not necessarily incorrect. But with the extremity of that, we have a weapon such as Aerospray, which was maybe a little bit of a popular pick early on in Splatoon 1 when the game was brand new and Turf War was more of a main focus, for the fact that it is really good at painting. And yeah, you know, there is a truth to where that misconception stems from because of that, but a lot of the strongest weapons that are good at painting will trade off some of the worst extremities of a weapon like Aerospray in exchange for other factors that are extremely important in this kind of game, such as higher range, better accuracy, higher damage, amidst more. So where does that leave Aerospraying compared to its competition of a million other shooters? Yeah, Aerospray might have the highest burst paint output in the game, but in every other respect, other weapons tend to outclass it while remaining very similar, and we'll go over a couple of those real quick right now. Junior is similarly inaccurate, maybe a little bit less so, and also short range, but it's a 4-shot instead of a 5-shot, and also boasts the best ink efficiency in the game, being able to shoot for 20 seconds uninterrupted, because it's a basic weapon, I guess. Flash is completely accurate, 100% so, jumping and standing, has more range and maintains a high turf output, and Zap has way more accuracy than Aerospray, more range than it, as well as a much higher stray speed while shooting. And as you continue, you could keep going all day and compare the weapons, but basically, pretty much every other shooter is going to say, I don't paint as much as Aerospray, but I have much better traits to offer, and that's generally why they tend to get picked instead. So, you know, the exception to that is maybe like Nova, which offers more range and strafe than Aerospray, but it also retains the horrific 5-shot kill with low damage, and guess what? Nova's generally perceived as pretty bad. So, that's all to say. Can you win with a weapon this bad, this horrible at fighting an X-Rank at a high X-Rank power? I mean, yeah, why else would we here? Why else would there be a video? In contrast to my other videos where I kind of show you the power of Slider, we're doing something different today in which we're playing Gold Arrow, which really goes all in on horrific fighting capability, because at least with Silver Aerospray, your entire kit does high damage, like Fizzy can combo, Reef Slider can combo, you can sort of checkmate people. This one is Booyah Bomb Sprinkler, there is no fighting sub, so every kill I get in this game is gonna be, you're gonna work for it basically. That or it's gonna be a Booyah related one. So today we're going to bring Gold Aerospray into X-Rank, and I'm starting on XP of 3000. We're going to see how well it goes if we invest all of our weapons capabilities into raw painting. But before we start, I'm going to ask you to sub if you haven't already for more high quality Splatoon videos whenever I feel like it, because my upload schedule is inconsistent, and I'm sorry, but thank you to my channel members for supporting me regardless. Really appreciate it. Anyways, not gonna talk too much longer. I think I covered the basics. Maybe I forgot something. I'm definitely gonna edit this later and be like, oh, dang, I meant to say something. But that's pretty normal. Enjoy the video, enjoy the Aerospray, enjoy the 3000 plus turf output, and see how it's done.